brothers and sisters out on the front lines. I've been waiting years for you to join the fight, and I can't stop myself from wondering why. I can't help myself. Brothers and sisters in solidarity, I have fallen ill from cold and fatigue. Can you say this will bring them to their knees? This I ask myself. I can't stop myself from asking why. Brothers and sisters, I have to admit, what I wanted was a real rebellion. And maybe they woke a sleeping giant, but I can't help myself. I can't help myself. I can't stop myself from asking why, 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 were you asleep in the first place? Sorry, I had a little froggy in my throat halfway through.
Chelsea Z with Brothers and Sisters. I've loved your voice throughout the whole competition, and I like it really always grabs my attention. Do you need water? Are you okay?
That's water would be awesome.
Could somebody get her water?
Sorry to be a diva.
No, that's quite all right. So I've always loved your voice throughout, and it always grabs my attention. And even your little angry voice that you get in there, like when you were doing Rebellion, I love that when you kind of rebellion, you kind of bring it out. This particular song, though, definitely I felt could kind of fit anywhere. It wasn't very specific necessarily to Madison. It was more subtle, which isn't a bad thing. But, you know, the first two we heard so far are very directly Madison, and yours seem to be a lot more subtle.
I think I spent a lot of time down there, so I was really tired of talking about it. So.
Yeah, so absolutely not bad, but people listening to it would not necessarily, I think, know you're talking about Madison. And again, that's not a bad thing. It just was more subtle.
I got mixed feelings on the song. Through the first half of the song, it wasn't really catching my attention all that much. And then we got to the end, and it was, I mean, the end is just such a great line. I got to ask myself why you're asleep in the first place. You know, they may have woke the sleeping giant, but why were you asleep in the first place? I think that kind of captures what's been going on downtown in Madison, in Wisconsin in general, and probably politically around the country and around the world as people are waking up to what's going on. That ending captured everything. The beginning, I just wasn't nuts about it. Didn't do much for me.
Yeah, I think you've been more successful on some other songs, but I think that the cool thing about this tune is that you really have struck a little bit a deeper chord, and then just being like surfacey, the truth is that it's true. It's true that you know, you're asking the real question. You know what I mean? Which is why are people only protesting when it's like, you know, popular to protest or something like that is happening? You know, because there's a lot of evil in the world, and sometimes it takes like media coverage for people to even give a damn. So
I think like when I got this, I was just, you know, I was tired from being down there a lot, and I was just like, oh crap, now I gotta talk about it again. So like,
well, I think you start. I mean, I think that, you know, that shows. You know, I mean,
but
you
in a
said
good
I've fallen
way,
ill from the. No, I think it's a really good thing. I think, and I personally prefer a more general protest song anyway, because the themes are true and have been true for hundreds of years. You know, tyranny is a very, you know, it's a very. It's something that comes out all over, you know. It doesn't have to be specifically to Madison. So I think that's very strong. Mostly the thing that I don't like about the song is that it's a little long. You know, I would have shortened up some of the instrumental breaks. But other than that, I think you did well.
I'm kind of in the boat with Pat. I thought that, you know, the best image obviously was like, why did it take us so long to take action on this? But, you know, the thing that I guess really struck me is that it didn't seem like you were, as far as the performance, it didn't seem like you were very like connected to the performance, and it seemed like you were kind of worried about the words a little bit, and I think that maybe a little bit more time of preparation would have like allowed you to kind of emote a little better and bring the words across. But I really like that last sentiment, and yeah.
Awesome. Thanks, Chelsea.